Butthole town. What goes up and around the corner. Butthole town. Well, we gotta get out of a butthole town.
They had a jacked up heart valve. That was the problem.
Yeah, well,
It was like it was literally inverted inside of itself. I don't even know how that happens.
Was everything else okay? I mean,
I guess they didn't say anything else.
yeah. Well,
I don't know if he's gonna live through it. He's probably only got like 30, 40 years at the most.
well, don't we all? You know.
I hope I have longer than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back everybody to Butthole Town Podcast, episode number 16.
Sweet 16. Man, wow. It feels great to be here. What do you guys remember? Do you guys remember 16? I do. Whew.
I don't.
Really? You don't remember 16?
No.
Man, you know, people always had those MTV shows, Sweet 16. It's like, mine was nothing like that.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like, I didn't get a brand new car or anything.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I had a birthday party at 16.
Probably just got like a check in the mail from your grandma. Parents cooked you steak for dinner. That's it.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah.
No, no. We did go eat Japanese. I do remember that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hibachi steak.
I remember.
Okay, sorry.
Or it might have been my 18th.
Whatever.
I think it was my 18th.
Either one.
Anyway, and my parents surprised me with a surprise birthday party at the Japanese place.
Dang, boy. Oh, actually, I do remember my 16th birthday. I think you were there. I believe we went to, we played laser tag with some little kids when I turned 16.
Oh, yeah, that was sweet. We butchered those kids, too.
It was like we were both like 16, 15, whatever, and then it's like a bunch of like 5-year-olds running around.
I would have been like 14.
Whatever.
But yeah, these kids were like tiny. They were like 8 years old, and we were just like kicking their butts.
Yeah, some high school
It was
kids.
great.
Yeah. You know, yeah. So, yeah, glad to be here. Episode 16. Our last episode, if you guys didn't catch it, what did we
It
talk
was
about?
15.
Yeah, I was just going to give them a quick recap. We talked about the top 10 weirdest Disney Channel movies. So go check that out if you haven't yet.
We also talked about something else, but I don't remember what it was.
That's not important. All right,
Yeah,
so
whatever.
today we got a lot of stuff on the docket, a lot of stuff to talk about.
You keep saying docket. Well, I say you keep saying docket. You said docket once before. and we didn't
What's
know what
wrong?
it meant.
What's wrong with the word docket? We got a lot of stuff on the. It's something.
Agenda.
I'm trying to stand out and be different, Joel. I'm trying to do something that nobody else is doing. So yeah.
Well, whatever. Attention beats marketing 1,000%.
All right, guys, we're practicing our marketing. I'm trying to get a catchphrase. So put it on the docket.
That's a lame catchphrase.
Still workshopping the catchphrase. All right, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Joel, you want to intro the first thing we're talking about today?
Oh, wow. You're going to let me intro a bit. Okay.
Yeah, do the first one, dude.
Wow, we are being different now. This one is Butthole Town Questions the Universe. Do-do-do-do.
Guys, so me and Joel, we've just collected a few questions that we feel like nobody's ever answered us in our lives, and we're just going to ask them, and then maybe I can help Joel with his questions, and he can help me with my questions.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If
That'd
not, maybe our fans can help us out and email us at buttholetown@gmail.com.
Or DM us on Instagram. I'm at Joel Knowles.
Or at-
JoelKnoles.
Oh, well, you had to spell it out for him. All right.
Yeah, because people misspell Knowles. They spell it with a K.
Yeah, or you can
not like
DM Ben Sheffield on Instagram. Ben Sheffield _ I think it's just an underscore at the end of my name because somebody already has Ben Sheffield without the underscore.
Lame.
All right, Joel, ask
All
away.
right, so I don't know if my questions are really questions that have never been answered. They're just kind of like random questions.
Well, it's not
that came to me.
it's not necessarily stuff that's never been answered. It's just stuff that never been answered for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Here we go. I wonder if stick figures were considered bad handwriting in ancient Egypt. Because they had like hieroglyphics, you know.
Right.
So are stick figures considered bad handwriting?
What did they use stick figures as letters? Egyptian people?
They use like really nicely done drawings.
Right.
Like eyes and all that stuff. So I'm just wondering if like I'm being lazy. I just draw a stick figure instead of an actual person. Was it considered bad handwriting in ancient Egypt?
That would make sense. It's like, wow, I guess he really didn't get the memo. When he sees like Johnny over there or drawing on the wall, just like little stick figures. It's
You know, like it
we
would be
can't
like,
understand what you're saying, dude.
is that his leg or his arm or what is that?
Yeah, it's like we're mispronouncing your name over here. We have no idea what you're writing.
This guy doesn't have eyes. We can't pronounce your name. It would be funny if it's like when you know how on the ACT or the SAT, when you're writing the essay, your handwriting gets progressively worse because you're like trying to finish the like 2 pages or whatever
Getting
in
tired,
like 10
yeah.
minutes. Yeah, and so your handwriting is just like super bad. It starts off like really pristine. It's like the 16th chapel, and then by the end, it's just like squiggly lines and poorly drawn stick figures.
It's like Egyptian shorthand though. It's like a secretary was having to write it, jot it down really quick.
Or it's like that evolution poster where it's like the monkey gets bigger and bigger and then comes into a man. It's like it starts off as a man and it just keeps getting progressively smaller and smaller and just like squiggly lines.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a good point. I've never thought about that.
That's a question I've always wondered.
Because I've always kind of, for some reason in my head, I imagine like for the drawings, I guess they weren't stick figures. The guys had like clothes on and stuff.
Yeah, they were like well done hieroglyphics.
Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was about to say something bad. Never mind.
Okay, I don't know what you were going to say, but
I was just saying, like, is that like, no, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I don't want to be offensive. I was basically going to make the point that maybe some people were slower than others, and that's how they could tell.
no.
To put them in a special Egyptian class, you know.
They only wrote in pictures for the really dumb people.
Yeah, it's like, guys, come on.
Well, maybe it was for the slaves, since they had a bunch of Egyptian slaves. They were just like, we're not gonna write for you. We're gonna make you look at pictures. Like they were just like so far beneath.
Or maybe
them.
the people that drew these stick figures weren't necessarily slow in the head, as I was trying to say, but maybe they just didn't get formal training. They didn't.
Yeah, they were like,
yeah,
like I was saying, the slaves. They just like looked down on them. So it was like, oh, we'll just give you pictures, so you don't have to learn how to read. We're not gonna give you that kind of education. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
anyway,
next question is me.
Yes. Yes, it's been. That's how this works. There's only 2 people.
Anybody else? No. Okay.
No. Going once, going twice.
Mine is. Why can't sunscreen be a pill you take, or at least why can't it smell like soap? So that there's
what?
There's 2 points here. The first being why can't you just take sunscreen in a pill form? Why do you have to spray it all over your body? I feel like that's a lot of time and energy, and I feel like scientists could have come up with something a little more practical, just like a small pill you take, and then your skin is like protected. You know?
Well, it's metal, so it's zinc. I wouldn't want to take a whole big old pill of zinc. Probably wouldn't be good for you.
But maybe there's something that could like protect your skin in a pill other than zinc, right?
That's all I know that sunscreen's made of is zinc.
Well, you're putting it on your skin. Why don't you just put it in your tum-tum? What's the big deal?
That's not how your digestive system works. It's not gonna like. It's like you take this pill, it's immediately just gonna go to the top of your skin to protect it. It's gonna go in your.
I just think there has to be a more practical way than rubbing stuff all over your body. Like maybe there's like a Visine eye drop or something. You know what I mean?
The spray cans, dude.
Yeah, that's still just like it's all sticky and gross. Like if I could just swallow like if I could swallow like a Flintstone vitamin and have some SPF, that's all you need. That's scientists put that on the docket. Scientists put that number 1 on your list. I know you've got diseases to cure and stuff like that, but this should be number 1. Okay, that and figure out how to make Doritos without getting all over your fingers. Okay, put those 2 on top.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good point.
Also, the second point of my question was that, was taking like a pill. I already said that. Oh, I was gonna say, why can't it smell like soap? Like, why can't sunscreen smell better? Why does it have to smell so like kind of gross? Like, why can't it just smell like really good, like cologne or something?
Well, I don't know. But at the same time, would you really want it to be completely gone? Because that smell is just like summer. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
it's
now
so
it is.
Nostalgic.
But it's just like
so nostalgic.
But let's say you got like a classy business meeting. It's outside. It's during the summer. You want to smell good though. They should have like a.
Okay, wait.
Listen.
Wait.
No.
Yes. Wait.
No.
No.
What?
No. Listen. Who's having a classy business meeting outside in the middle of summer?
Dude, it's a conference. They're having it at the beach in the summer. He goes
outside.
not on the beach, but like it's near the beach. He doesn't want to be burnt, so he puts on. It's a business meeting, but it's outside. It's informal, but it is formal. Okay.
Second question.
There's baked beans, but listen. No, I just want to make the point. It's just like it's a classy thing. So it's like you don't want to smell gross around them, but you also want to be protected. It's like, wow, he smells really deluxe right now. He smells like David Beckham right now, dude.
How do you know what David Beckham smells like?
Because I have his scent, dude. I use it.
His scent. You collected his scent.
I have his scent.
What are you, a bloodhound? You're gonna stalk him?
David, just one second, please. Can I get your scent? Just a drip of your sweat, sir.
That'd be an awkward question to ask somebody. Hey, can I have your scent?
Anyways, next.
Remember when potato shoes were a thing?
Yes, I do remember potato shoes. Very elementary school, middle schoolish.
Those were. I had a pair of those.
Not good, dude. A little girly, to be honest.
My dad said they were gay and threw them out of the window in the car when we were going down the road. I wish I was making that up.
Were you mad?
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, what the heck?
Oh my gosh.
That's the true story. We were going down the road and he hated them. He took them and threw them out the window.
Well, maybe somebody at least found them and
maybe somebody needed them more than I did.
Yeah. Is that your question?
Yeah, that was my question. Remember when potato shoes were a thing? I don't know.
Is that really it though?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's not a question about the universe. I mean,
it's something I wanted to answer.
This is Butthole Town questions the universe, not Joel is sad about his potato shoes he lost.
Well, whatever.
Joel really just wanted to tell the story about his dad throwing the potato shoes out the window.
I thought it was funny.
It is pretty funny. I can imagine you being super mad and then
I was just like, did you really just do that? And we're not gonna go back and get them. Like you just got rid of my shoes. You literally just chucked them out the window.
Are you serious right now, Dad? Turns on radio. Yeah. Alanis Morissette. It's like rain.
Starts playing "Welcome to My Life" by Simple Plan.
To feel hurt. You don't understand me.
Those were my potato shoes.
Everybody in my homeschool group said they were cool. I was gonna be somebody, Dad.
You ruined my future when you threw out my potato shoes.
That sounds like a great T-shirt. No potato shoes, no future.
Your question.
All right, I don't know if I got something as good as that, but next. If women are supposed to belong in the kitchen, where do men belong? You know, they make the whole stereotype of like women, like you belong in the kitchen. You make me a sandwich. I don't.
Yeah,
yes,
we don't subscribe to that. Yeah. I mean, we do support it if that's what you want to do, but if that's not what you want to do, you don't have to.
If you love cooking, I'm not going to stand in the way of that. You know.
No.
But no. I'm not telling you have to be in the kitchen constantly making me a sandwich. But what I'm saying is, where do guys go if girls are supposed to be you're supposed to be in the kitchen cooking me a sandwich? What about me?
We're supposed to be at the table waiting on the sandwich.
Is that? I was thinking maybe just like outside or something.
You should be in the yard cutting grass.
You should be weed eating.
You should be weed eating. Weed eating.
Yeah,
I used to think that was one word.
Weed eating.
Yeah, it's weed eating, but I thought it was weed eating.
Yeah, I mean people say it like
weed
that.
Eating, weed eating, weed eating, weed eating. I'm gonna go weed eating.
That's off. That's my yeah.
Okay,
we can move on.
My next one is, why are there a full nutrition facts on water? Like, I get saying, okay, it doesn't have sodium or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, but it has a full thing. It's like vitamin A, 0%. Vitamin C, 0%. Sugar, 0%.
That's super weird.
Like, why is there a full breakdown? Like,
why don't you waste all that printer ink, dog? You could have used that for something else.
You could have been saving the universe. One printer ink type at a time.
Yeah, they're trying to save the universe, but we're using all this plastic for the water bottle, using all this paper for the wrapping. The water bottles don't need all this like paper and writing. Like it's just water.
It's just water.
It's all just. I mean, I understand that some of them have certain minerals in it or whatever.
Yeah, like I get like a couple things, like 0 calories. Oh yeah, 0 sodium. Okay, 0 sugar. That's all I need.
It's just to remind you like you're being healthy. It's like
it's just a reminder that you're drinking nothing.
Look at my drink, 0 calories. It's like, well, I mean, you could get a Pepsi Max, also have 0 calories, dog. and it has flavor. What about, dude? You know what would be a crazy invention?
Okay, what?
Listen to this, guys. This is futuristic. So let's say you're drinking some water, and then you pour in your, what do they call the mixed stuff that's flavored that you just put in water? You know what I'm talking about? Whatever.
Flavoring.
Yeah, you know, the water flavoring stuff.
Like the Mio stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like lemon or strawberry. You put it in your water, just the powder. So, you know, people always do that with their water to make it taste good.
Yeah.
So, like, what about if when you pour your Mios or whatever you said, what if you pour your powder into the water bottle and then the nutrition facts like change, like in Back to the Future when the picture changed?
Whoa,
and
that'd
just
be
like
trippy.
Yeah, and then the sugar like rose and stuff. What? Oh my gosh! What if the side of like the side of like water bottles and stuff like that, like it was like an electronic thing. Just like they just like
that seems
change.
a bit dangerous. You take a sip and you're just dead. How was that water? It was electrifying.
Okay, I guess it can't be electric, but it would be cool if it like somehow changed.
That would be shocking.
That was really like okay. That was a really like dumb and practical thing for me to say, but it would just be like it would just be cool, I feel like, because
cool, but
people always want to add stuff to their water, and it's like, well, now it's not 0 calories. Like you just added stuff to it. Like no telling how many calories it has now.
No, all that stuff's supposed to be 0 cal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most of that stuff's 0 cal.
But shouldn't it like raise something other than
flavor?
flavor?
It raise like the death rate.
It raises flavor.
Is that in the nutrition facts? Flavor percent 0. Now the flavor percent's 30.
Oh, dude, I know I've already done the stupid tangent about this, but here is an actual really good idea for a commercial for like the Mios people or whatever, the powder people. It's like a guy, he's got the water bottle, right? And he's got his Mios stuff, and he pours it into the water bottle, and he looks down at the water bottle, and it's got like a side of it that says flavor, and it like goes from 0 to 100%. He's like,
that would be...
Whoa, Mios, increase your flavor. Or whatever.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, actually. It's
a pretty good commercial idea.
That's copyrighted now.
Yeah.
We just put that out there, so it's
yeah,
copyrighted.
this is public information. Everybody knows that I just came up with that, so if Mios, is that how you say it, Mios?
It's Mio. It's just Mio.
Oh, if Mio steals my idea, dude, you guys are fired.
You guys are fired. I'm not gonna sue you. You're just gonna fire yourselves.
You're terminated, dude. All right.
Next question.
Did you just? Yeah, I just asked.
That was mine.
Oh, yeah. It's been so long. I kind of bombarded your question, so it felt like my question.
Okay.
Why did the pants that rip off into shorts go out of style? That's my question. You know the ones that we wore back in the day, just some like khaki pants with a zipper on the knee, and you zipped them off, and then they became shorts. It's so practical, and they don't look bad.
Especially in the South, because it's like cold in the morning and hot as crap in the afternoon.
And you can just zip off those into shorts. Or if you and the boys are playing basketball after work, you don't have time to go home and change. Just zip them right off. Throw on your Air Jordans, and you're ready to go. I mean, like, obviously they look kind of bad back in the day, I get that, but like now they can make them look way more normal.
Yeah,
they don't have to look,
something.
because they were kind of like a weird synthetic material, but they can be like regular khaki pants. Like
people wear weird clothes already, so it's like, what is it? Nobody's gonna notice. You could literally put an actual zipper on the knees, and that would be a style.
Yeah, I mean,
like they're wearing all these kind of weird ripped jeans and stuff. Just throw an actual zipper on the knee, and that would be a style. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we got the jeans with the holes in them, but like those aren't like, they don't serve a purpose. These like actually do something. These are the Heelys of jeans, dude. They're multi-use. They're multi-use. Like you can walk in the shoes or you can skate in the shoes. You can wear pants or you can wear shorts.
You can go from a business meeting to a basketball game in one simple zip.
Dude, we're making commercials over here. This is literally like, this is a good like advertisement like meeting we're having right now.
This is a business campaign.
Yeah. Check us out on Facebook.
Sponsor our podcast.
Check us out on Facebook.
We don't have a Facebook actually, so don't.
No, I just meant like we're gonna be on Facebook one day.
We're gonna be on Facebook one day.
I'm kind of like sleepy. I'm just like in the zone. I'm in the zone tonight, dude. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if you call that in the zone or out of it.
Yeah, but I'm out of the zone. But like that means, I mean, like,
Okay, well, yeah, you're definitely out of the zone.
because I'm out of the zone. Like I'm in this zone, but I'm out of like another zone.
All right. Well,
You guys know what I'm feeling right now.
no, we don't.
I'm drinking sweet tea right now, dude.
Let's go to some fan questions.
Oh wait, I had one more question. That was
Okay,
actually
go ahead.
that was actually pretty interesting.
Okay, one more.
This is a legit question to Butthole Town, the fans. Do my legs sweat because my pants don't stink?
Yeah, you're definitely not in it.
No, did you hear my question though? Okay.
I didn't understand it.
Sorry, guys. I was reading it and the wording messed up on my phone. All right, because I wrote this down. My question is, do my legs sweat because my pants don't stink? All right, and this is my point.
Okay, I got you.
My point is that like I rewear jeans.
Because-
I'll wear
like,
jeans
okay.
like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, so like your pants don't stink, so do your legs actually sweat is your question?
Yes.
I mean, do they feel moist?
No, but I'm just saying like
they do sweat.
listen, like they have to, but it's just like you wouldn't rewear a t-shirt 3 times a week, but you can rewear jeans and they don't smell. Like they don't give off a smell. Like t-shirts they would cuz pit smell and stuff like that. But like
you don't have
your jeans
pits
don't
on your legs.
Well, you have knee pits.
Yeah, but they don't grow hair and have weird bacteria in it.
But you have hair on your legs. Like they should smell worse than they do, I feel like. But like jeans, maybe it's just denim, dude. Denim don't stink, dude.
If you wore a denim shirt, I feel like that would be the worst smelling thing you could wear. I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's just an idea. Like I feel like my pants never feel like they get like gross,
Dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody feels that way. People don't rewear their t-shirts, but they'll rewear pants. Like it's not a big deal.
No, that's true.
Anyways, I'm done. Your turn.
All right, let's go to fan questions.
Fan questions. Are you
So-
a fan? You got questions?
I have questions about fans. What side's fan? do I
Oh
need
my
for
gosh,
this room?
that would be hilarious if we did a segment called Fan Questions and we just asked questions about fans. Just like, why do they move so fast?
I just snorted.
Sort of what? Are you doing drugs?
No, what? Yeah, no, wait. Yes.
I'm gonna call my neighborhood watch committee on you right now, dude. Yes, I
No.
let her report a robbery. Okay, so
No,
Yeah.
fan questions.
fan
So
question.
these are the two from last week. So we have what is our favorite cartoon, and what song describes your life.
What's our
So-
favorite cartoon
Yeah, so cartoon first.
of all time? Could
Yes.
be a movie, could be a television show, could
Yeah.
be a animated short and before a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
Could be whatever you want.
yeah.
I am gonna go with a show started in the 90s. One of my favorite shows to this day, Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah,
Batman
That's a good
Beyond.
one.
It's a great show. It's got some great plot lines that are kind of dark for kids. Like even now when I watch it, I'm like, wow, like I can't believe they got away with that. Because it's just serious stuff. Like, there's one where like these kids are like in basically a concentration camp, and Batman like saves them out of it because they're getting like brainwashed by this villain.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
It's got some like crazy dark stuff, but like the
Yeah.
animation's super cool. You know, you got like basically a dying Bruce Wayne, which is, you know, dark in itself, and he can't be Batman anymore, so he's got this young guy doing it, and they form a cool relationship, and it's in like the future, but it's like dystopic or whatever.
Dystopian.
Dystopian, not dystopic.
I guess that's a descriptive word. I don't know.
Whatever. It's really cool, and stylistically it's super cool, and this the story, the acting, it's all great. Wilfred Ill, is that how you say his last name?
Friedel, I think.
Friedel, whatever. He's the voice of Batman. Also,
You know, like
voice
Frito
of
Lay.
also voice of
potato
Ron
chips.
Stoppable from Kim Possible, and he was in Boy Meets World as Eric. So yeah, it was a really
Great
cool,
actor.
really cool show.
My favorite would definitely have to be. I have 2, 3.
Okay, don't go that far. Just say your favorite one.
I'd have to say my favorite one is definitely Phineas and Ferb.
Oh.
I love that show.
That's not even a show from like our childhood though. I feel like you were like grown when
What are you
that
talking
came out.
about? It came out like 2008.
Yeah.
I would have only been like 9, 10. I would have been 10.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
It's a show from my childhood. I don't know when that actually came out, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that was my favorite because you can still learn to appreciate it now because the comedy in it was like a lot of the jokes went over my head as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The writing is just really clever and the plots are it's a repeatable plot, but everything that happens in it's really funny and that was a weird noise. They break fourth wall and they're like self-aware in it. It's super good and it just like got better as it went on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those shows like a lot of adults are into.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
just
it was a
kids.
quality show. It wasn't too campy. That was the nice thing.
Yeah, and had a very distinct animation
Oh.
style.
So I was pretty close. The first episode air date was August 17th, 2007. So
Wow. I was
been-
I was only like 12 or so.
yeah, I would have just turned 10.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it has been. I guess the reason I said that was because you were watching new episodes when you were older.
Oh yeah, it didn't end until 2015. So
All right. R.I.P. Phineas and Ferb.
true.
Feels
Those
feels
same
like it's
guys
still
got a
on.
new one.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Phineas and Ferb is not one of those shows that got canceled. I guess I feel like it's still just like coming out with new stuff.
They replay the episodes a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's that fan question. The second one is a bit more involved.
Embalmed.
Which song
It
describes
sounded like you
your
said-
life?
It sounded like you said embalmed, like a body.
This thing is going to be buried later today. I embalmed this question.
No, but repeat the question. I did talk over you.
What is the song that describes your life?
The song that describes my life. Wow.
Yeah. Mine's
Um,
a bit serious.
Okay.
So if yours is funnier, I'll do mine first and save the best for last.
Okay, you go ahead. I mean,
Okay,
mine's
so-
not like funny, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, so mine is Life After Death and Taxes by Reliant K.
Why?
Okay, let me read some of the lyrics and I'll explain it.
Okay.
The first bit of lyrics it's not exactly related to. The pre-chorus and the chorus is like the main thing. But it says, and this is how I choose to live, as if I'm jumping off a cliff, knowing that you'll save me. And this is how I choose to live, as if I'm jumping off a cliff, knowing that you'll save me. So like that to me, like I'm at this point in my life where I have all of these possibilities of things I could do, like my whole future's in front of me and I have a lot of potential avenues for work and different things. So I'm just like, I'm living as if I'm jumping off a cliff and trusting that God will guide me in the right way. Like I'm jumping off the cliff and just expecting that he'll save me. So that's how I'm choosing to live, as if I'm jumping off a cliff. And then the next line is, after all the stupid things I did, there's nothing left that you'd forgive because you've already forgave me. And so it was like all the stupid things I did in the past, and then even the stupid things I'll do in the future, even if I like screw up the quote unquote plan I had or whatever, I know that God will still forgive me from that and still guide me in the right way and save me at the end of the day, like as if I'm jumping off a cliff. So I just thought that was
really deep.
yeah. I mean,
Now I feel like I didn't really think mine through enough. But, 'cause that was some introspective stuff, dog.
that was some real introspective stuff.
Tote one, smoke one,
and then
roll
the
one.
bridge too. So the bridge was never forget. There's life after death and taxes. Forgiveness come, and all the rest is what passes away. And then death and decay can't touch us now. So like even if in the end of the day there's life after death and taxes. So even if everything in the world goes wrong, after that there's still something on the other side.
There's still
you know?
there's a redemptive.
Yeah, it's a
quality.
very redemptive message in this song. That's what
Yeah.
I'd say.
I mean, a lot of Reliant K songs are kind of redemptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the song that describes my life.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have also too done a Reliant K song. I'm not going to, but they just have a lot of stuff that's relatable
Yeah.
and good. Mine's, I guess, a little more jokey, not quite as deep. I'm gonna say the song that describes my life is I'm Just a Kid by Simple Plan.
I thought about that one.
First lyric, I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 to figure out that no one would call. I think I got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone?
Yeah, I could have used that one too.
I mean, I guess now that I have a girlfriend, this is a little less applicable, but it's still like
it's feels
always
that way sometimes.
I mean, it still feels that way, and like all through high school, and still like now, it still feels that way sometimes. It's like, man, like nobody texting me like, what's up, like on a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
When you thought you had like a bunch of people, and then you find out later that they were all hanging out together.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I mean, that always used to happen to me, and I mean, now it's even worse because I don't even have people that hang out together that I know. I don't have anyone. No,
You
but
don't even have the pleasure of having people hang out without you.
yeah, I don't even have the pleasure to have people that I know are hanging out with other people, but I don't even know them. Like, I don't know anyone. I literally just know people at work, and I know you and
your girlfriend.
and my girlfriend.
Don't forget
Then
your girlfriend.
the second verse, and maybe when the night is dead, I'll crawl into my bed, staring at these four walls again. I'll try to think about the last time I had a good time. Everyone's got somewhere to go. That basically is still the same message of the first verse. It's like, man, what do? I guess I'll just chill here by myself in my room, which is what I do all the time. I've found that like I'd rather just be productive than to be social. And I think I might have started this in my life as just not necessarily because I wanted to, because I didn't have anybody to hang out with that night. So like I just started.
It was out of necessity.
Yeah, I just started working on music instead. And now I'd rather just sit around and work on music and work on like this podcast and stuff instead of going out, because I don't know. It's just I've gotten so used to my lifestyle. I don't even want to do anything else.
Yeah.
It's like it's so much.
That.
Now it just seems like too much work to be like super social, because now I'm old and now it's just like all related to people getting drunk and going out to bars and stuff, where like really obnoxious people. When you're younger, it's just like, oh, we'll just hang out and go to the pool party.
Right, yeah.
Now they don't have pool parties, dude.
There's no more pool parties. You have to
more
pay to go on a cruise. There's no more pool parties. It's all cruises.
No more pool parties. Just parties. Actual parties.
I don't know. A pool party is pretty close to a real party in my book.
Yeah. Also, you could have a pool party, as in billiards. Yeah.
That went nowhere.
Wouldn't that be depressing though? As a kid, it's like we're having a pool party and it's summertime and you go over to your friend's house, just like 8 pool tables set up in like a garage.
I don't know. I enjoyed pool. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad.
I know, but he didn't have air conditioning in the garage. It's super hot in there.
Never mind.
It's like I thought.
Forget that. Nope.
You show up with swimmies on your arms. It's like I thought we were having a pool party.
This is pool.
What a loser! Show up to the pool party. Yeah, it's like, don't you know anything about pool parties, dude?
It's where you jump in water. Come on, you gotta do the water. Have water in it.
Okay. This bit is dead. Thank you guys for submitting questions.
Yeah, we'll try to do our best to answer them in a better fashion. Maybe next time. I don't know.
I mean, what was wrong with the fashion we answered them, other than you going on the us talking about the pool is little.
Yeah, that was awful.
Little much. I mean, like, comedy is derivative. Somebody might find that funny.
I didn't find it funny.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't,
It's our
but like,
podcast.
I make it for other people, not for myself.
Oh, wow. You're an unselfish artist. That's impressive.
Yeah, I really just want to think about the fans. All right, so what's going on next? What we got going on? We got a lot of stuff.
You got an announcement.
Oh, I have a big announcement. All right, guys, drum roll, please. I am an uncle.
Oh wow! Look at that. You're an
I'm not
uncle,
like
yeah.
I'm not I'm not like currently an uncle. I'm not like an uncle as we speak yet, but
You're an uncle to be.
I'm on the way to being an uncle, and it's super exciting. And I'm just excited to be Uncle Ben, not the one on the rice, but Spider-Man's uncle. I don't want to die.
So you want to die?
I don't want to die a tragic death, but if
that's what it comes to,
yeah, if my nephew
you're
and
willing
niece
to sacrifice.
If my nephew or niece avenge me and then become a superhero, like that's part of the plan.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down to sacrifice if I have a nephew or niece that's swinging from buildings. I mean,
Well,
it's
with
whatever.
great names come great responsibility. So
I'm ready to be an uncle. I'm ready to be a cool uncle. Maybe have some cool video games. Take them to a Blockbuster late at night. Get a movie.
take them to Walmart at midnight.
Take them to
1 o'clock in the
Walmart at
morning.
midnight. We'll probably play with some light brights. Have some fun. I'm gonna have like a bunch of different kinds of Play-Doh, like a lot of Play-Doh.
But never mix the colors up. That would be a feat.
Yeah, I just got like all kinds of Play-Doh. It's never opened. It's just like unopened Play-Doh. It's like, oh, I didn't know you guys were coming.
So why do you have all this Play-Doh? Just in case.
You caught me. Come over here, little bud. Let's play some Play-Doh time.
Now you sound like the pedophile on the podcast.
Come over here, little bud. Got some Play-Doh for you.
Let's have some Play-Doh time.
It's Play-Doh time.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Do you have? I don't know if you can talk about this because I don't know if your uncles listen to the podcast. But I have some weird uncles. Like it always seems like the uncles are the weird people in the family.
I mean, I have uncles with weird tendencies. I don't think any one of them is like necessarily.
They're
super
not like
weird
Mondo weird, but they're just like a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like
Mondo.
the uncles are always the weird.
Mondo. I don't think they're Mondo weird, dude.
We should name this the episode. We should name this episode Mondo Weird Uncles.
Mondo weird uncles. I don't have any Mondo weird uncles, but yeah, I really don't have any
I don't
Mondo
either.
weird. But I do have some uncles that have done some weird stuff, for sure.
And one of the things one of my uncles does is he's always like picking on the nephews and stuff, but not like in a fun way, like a little bit too far.
Yeah,
it's
just
maybe you shouldn't say that.
I have an uncle like that too. Growing up, I mean, he'd pick on me, and I mean, like sometimes I remember I would actually get offended, and I'd be like, man, like he didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
We were just fun. We were just funning, but you took it too far.
We just funning. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you always got that one guy in your family, whether it's your uncle or whoever, that like just takes it just a bit too far with the joke, and it's like you do know you're talking to like a 10-year-old right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have the other uncle that drinks too much. I think everybody has that uncle.
Sometimes that's the same uncle though, and it's due to the drinking that he takes a little too far.
Well, that's true.
But I'm not gonna be an alcoholic uncle. Okay.
I don't know if you can control that.
I'm just gonna be
other than not drinking completely. Yeah, other than not drinking completely.
I'm just gonna be that uncle that shows up, handful of Play-Doh, no drinks, just Play-Doh, dude.
Just Play-Doh.
It's like, but then they might think I have some kind of like legit issue. It's like like the kids are like
Play-Doh.
The kids are 17 now. I don't think he understands that they don't play with Play-Doh anymore. You guys want to play with Play-Doh? We're going to the prom.
I still got a bit of Play-Doh in my closet. You want to come play with it?
We're going to watch MTV Music Television.
Play with Play-Doh. You guys want some moon shoes while you're at it? Maybe a Rubik's Cube?
You guys want to play with some Flarp? It's like Play-Doh, but it sounds funny.
It makes fart noises.
It's pretty funny. Y'all want to go up to my room? I got some movies.
Whoa. What?
I got Beauty and the Beast remastered on Blu-ray. I don't got a Blu-ray player, but I got it on Blu-ray. If any of y'all can lend me your player, we can go up there and watch it. What does this podcast become, dude?
I think it's because we record these episodes too late at night.
Too late at night. I mean, yeah, that's part of it. But like, maybe it'll be funny when we listen back tomorrow.
Maybe.
And we'll be like, wow, that's funny.
Best.
Yeah.
So
next thing.
I
just want to tell you guys I'm an uncle now. That is legit. That's not a joke. So shout out to my sister. Good job doing that thing, dude.
I'll never be an uncle. I don't have any siblings.
Well, you can be a god uncle.
Okay, cool.
That sounds actually dope. I'm a god uncle.
I've got more Play-Doh than your real uncle.
I'm the best uncle there ever was. Yeah, it sounds. I don't. On a short note, it's like I don't really get the whole god thing.
I think it just means that kid becomes theirs if the parents die. I think that's what
I
it
know,
means.
but why does it call him God?
I
Like
don't know.
godmother, goddaughter. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird throwing the God in there. A little sacrilegious, if you ask me. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about middle school.
Ugh.
Middle school, you guys. Yeah. Middle school was not that good.
It was rough.
To anybody. I mean, physically, you're going through some stuff, dude. And it's
For
not.
sure.
And it's not good.
It's not pretty.
My nose, when I was in middle school, my nose was wider than like my whole face. It was like coming. It was coming off the sides. My nose was.
It was sticking out past your ears.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't even get into a car comfortably. They're like, okay, I gotta like squeeze my nose and get in here. Yeah, it didn't.
You were attracting female elephants.
I had to wait till I was in high school to grow into my nose.
You grew into your nose.
Yeah, now I look normal, but middle school, dude, that wasn't good. I was starting to get a little bit of a unibrow in middle school.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
You have to start. You get hair places, guys. You start getting hair, and we're talking about the guys. We'll just talk about guys because we don't know what girls go through. But guys,
I mean, we sort of do, but not really.
yeah, I don't want to like.
No, we're not going there.
I'm not gonna go there. Yeah,
Nope.
I don't. I have no like. We only have sympathy. We have no empathy. We don't understand. But yeah, we like guys. You start getting hair everywhere in places. you
But the
don't
one
want.
place that you want to grow hair, you can't grow hair yet, which is facial hair, and all you get is like the faintest hint of a mustache.
Yeah, and then if you don't,
Dang it.
and then you get excited to start shaving. It's like, man, now I can start shaving my stash. But now it's like, now I'm like mad that I have to shave all the time. It's like,
Yeah. Well, I don't
not
have to
fun.
shave anymore because I grew it all out. But
yeah, well, whatever. But it's not fun to shave once you get older because then you have to shave like every week if you want to keep it.
or
Looking-
some people every day.
I mean, if I was keeping it clean, I would have to shave way more than a week. But I like always grow it out to a scruffy look and then I shave. But I mean, yeah, you have to shave to keep it clean. You have to shave like every 3 days. But like when you were in middle school, you could shave like once a month and you'd be fine.
Oh yeah, that's the worst thing because it's like you're finally becoming a man, but not really.
Not really. I mean, you
But
can
not
have
really.
you can have your bar mitzvah.
Only
but-
if you're Jewish.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that's when they supposedly like that's when they
Yeah.
hit manhood, which is like middle school age, 13.
The other thing in middle school that's awful is the fashion sense.
Yeah,
That's bad.
I mean, you're starting to smell bad too.
Well, the fashion sense part of it is like you don't really know what you want to be, quote unquote, yet. Like you don't quite know where you fit.
I'll just go to the mall, dude. Go to Hot Topic.
So you
gotta-
were an emo kid. We can tell that right off the bat.
No, I never went to Hot Topic. I was too scared to go in there. I was like a low key kind of emo kid sometimes, but like I was emo in the sense of like I bought a black shirt from JCPenney that had a skull on it. You know,
You had one pair of Converse. Like, I'm hardcore.
yeah. I've always been when I was in school like a mix of like preppy, like I would wear like Ralph Lauren stuff, and then I would be wearing like a Skater Kid Element shirt the next day.
Super tight jeans,
Yeah,
Converse, and an
I
Element
didn't,
t-shirt.
I didn't get into tight jeans until middle school. I wasn't a tight jean guy. We were still baggy jeans back then. Like that was
Dude,
so cool.
I'll explain to you my middle school fashion.
All right, do it, dude.
It was awful. That's the description.
That's it. It was just really bad.
Yeah, my thing when I was in middle school, I was still like really into the whole farming thing, which I still like enjoy farming, but I don't dress for farming anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I wore my boots like all the time. I had these super baggy jeans. They were actually husky jeans, even though I didn't wear a husky waist, just because I liked
Husky
how
boy.
roomy. I liked how roomy the legs were.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the wintertime, I just wore t-shirts, I guess, in the summer and all.
Yeah.
I still wear t-shirts. But in the wintertime, I had these long sleeve shirts, these John Deere long sleeve shirts. But they were the shirts that looked like they had a shirt underneath them. So it looked like you were wearing a t-shirt over the long
Yeah,
sleeves. But it was
yeah.
just stitched in like that. I thought those were so cool. Oh my
Dude.
gosh, dude! I look back on those pictures. I'm just like,
Speaking of what you just said, the shirt underneath, like that was the big thing in middle school for me was layers. And so
Oh,
like
yeah.
I would wear like a polo or a shirt, and if like the shirt had whatever color the polo horse was or whatever the thing was, I would wear that shirt underneath.
yeah.
So if I had like a red polo horse or whatever, I would wear a red like shirt under the polo.
I just gotta call you out on something being a jerk one time.
Oh no. Oh gosh. What
'Cause
did
you
I do?
You layered clothes like that, and then one time I wore a white V-neck shirt
Okay.
with a checked, check pattern long sleeve, like it was like a button up.
Okay.
That one of the main colors was white. It was like black and white and like this kind of purplish color, but it was real dark purple. And you were like, "This is like that's so out of style." And it was during the same time period you were wearing that same crap, and I was like,
I did not say
What
you were
the
out of
heck?
style.
"Yes, you
dude.
did. You said it looked like I was like thrown away." It was that time we went and played in Hawkinsville at that thing, at that talent show, the one we talked about last week or the other week, where we had a bad experience. You were like, "Yeah, that doesn't look good." And I was just like, "Whatever, douchebag." I wore it anyway. But you were a total jerk at that time. Whatever, dude.
I was a jerk to people that trying to jock my style. I thought I owned style. I thought I owned that layered style.
You thought you owned it.
And the skater shoes. I was a big middle school. I had those big freaking tennis shoes that you're supposed to skateboard with, and they were just humongous. Like the bigger the better. They were like these padded huge shoes made for skateboarding.
Those were the worst.
Oh,
Those were so ugly, dude.
And I remember, speaking of like that, I remember our friend and your cousin Lance came to church one day with some skateboarding shoes that weren't a cool brand. And I was like, lame. And his mom like talked to me or something about it because I said she had just bought him those shoes and I said they were lame. It was like World Industries shoes or something. I was like, it's like not cool, dude.
Not cool.
I bought like Etnies, and people are mean in middle school though about brands. Like that's a huge thing because if you don't have the right brand of something, or you paid like $10 for something, they get on you about it. It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna all this is gonna be gone in the next year. I'm glad they bought me cheap stuff when I was in middle school because like in a year I was not wearing that. I finally realized.
And we stunk. We had to put on those Axe body spray.
Oh, dude, the Axe body spray is the worst.
ourselves
I
in
will
it.
say I only did that like twice, and I was just like, wait a second, this is a really dumb idea.
It's basically it's like Febreze if Febreze smelled like douche bags.
It's Febreze with the cheapest Hollister cologne blended in.
Dude, it smells like a Hollister store, yeah, for sure.
It's so bad.
Like if you ever went into a middle school locker room, like it's just like clouds of it, and it's different scents.
I'm surprised
so you're
nobody
getting a little
ever
bit of everything.
died.
They overaxe themselves.
Yeah, they just they couldn't breathe.
The commercials were so great because it was like, you put on the Axe body spray, the girls attack you. And you're watching that when you're in middle school, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I could try that. Like,
Yeah.
that seems good. Why not?
That was the other thing that was super bad in middle school was trying to ask girls out. I was so bad at that. Oh my gosh, dude. I couldn't do it.
I don't even want to go back to those times. I always had an ambassador do it for me. So I'd be like,
yeah.
go talk to so and so and ask her
if
if
she
she thinks
likes
I'm
me.
cute. Yeah. or you write notes and then you pass the notes back, and
I had to send mine by mail because I was homeschooled.
Pony Express from Joel's house. I'm here. The guy shows up at the school. A letter for Susie from Joel.
Who's Joel? He's homeschooled. Yeah.
Return
never
to
mind.
sender.
But I paid 44 cents for that stamp.
Yeah, I did a lot of note writing in early middle school, and then once I got about 8th grade, I got a MySpace, and I actually
What's a MySpace?
I actually asked out a girl on MySpace, and
snap.
I got denied on MySpace and also accepted on MySpace by the same girl. But like I asked this girl out to go to a movie on MySpace, and she said yeah, and then she showed up with her friend.
Oh.
And so I sat with her and her friend and watched this movie. It was like, she was like, okay, oh, by the way, like, is it cool if so-and-so comes? Like, right before I was showing up, I was like, oh, man, I, like, wiped off the Axe body spray. I just, like,
wait. You went on a date with 2 women at one time, and that was a bad experience?
Well, I didn't sit in between them.
Oh, yeah.
I sat on the outside, so it was like I was sitting beside the girl.
They made you sit in the front, and they sat in the back.
The other girl sat beside her, but it was just like, why'd you bring your friend? Come on now.
Yeah, that wasn't.
She was scared of me. She thought it was weird that I had so much Play-Doh in the movie theater. She's like, this is strange.
Well, what are you gonna do with that? I'm saving it for my niece and nephew.
I'm trying to be a good uncle. Yeah, no, middle school's a rough time, dude. It really is.
The thing about it is if you don't grow out of a phase like that, you end up being like Dan Schneider.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Dan Schneider. Also, right before I talk about Dan Schneider, I will say this about guys that stay in the middle school phase. You'll meet them later in life, and Dan Schneider is probably one of those people. We're about to get to him, but you'll see him around your hometown. There's guys that still dress the same way they did in middle school, and it's not good, man. It's a sad life.
I got one thing to mention too. It's just related to not growing out of that. I was at school yesterday. Granted, I'm in college. I'm literally a senior in college.
Yeah, you
This
are.
dude is probably second year or something like that. So, way out of middle school, this dude was so obsessed with his hair in the bathroom the other day.
Only in the bathroom. Nowhere else.
No, nowhere else. He's just like, whatever. No, I walk in the bathroom, and this dude has a brush, and he's got, like, the OG Justin Bieber hairdo.
Swoop.
But cranked up to 11.
Wow.
Like, massive swoop. Like, bigger than his head. It was like the white kid's version of a fro. It was, like, huge super swoop. Huge, and he was, like, he kept doing it over and over. He just, like, would brush it, and then he'd, like, flick it back a little bit, you know, trying to get that perfect messiness, and he'd, like, mess it up, and he'd shake his head and, like, brush it again. He did that the whole time I was in the bathroom, and I was like, dude, are you serious? And he was still there when I left.
Dude, he had to get that right swoop.
I was like, are you serious, dude? You're in flipping college, man.
It's probably one of those things where he was, like, in middle school, and he, like, didn't have it, and now he's like, man, finally.
I'm going to slay the girls.
I'm going to show them now.
The bigger the swoop, the
harder they fall.
The bigger the swoop, the harder they fall. No.
Anyways, back to our point.
Dan Schneider.
This week, we got a screw up of the week. It's also a conspiracy of the week. It's kind of a hybrid.
Borderline on both, yeah.
Yeah, it's borderline creepy.
It's a Mondo hyper conspiracy theory thing.
This is Mondo, dude.
I just
Mondo
like the word
crazy.
Mondo. I don't know where I heard that. Anyway,
Dan Schneider. If you guys don't know who Dan Schneider is,
He's probably created your childhood.
Yeah, he probably created. He's a big TV showrunner for Nickelodeon. He's done shows like all that, Drake and Josh,
The Amanda Show,
Victorious, The Amanda Show,
Zoe 101.
Zoe 101. Is there anything else I'm forgetting that's huge? Kenan and Kel. Did he work on that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenan and Kel.
He was also in Good Burger Movie as the fry cook guy.
He's done a lot of huge,
pretty much the biggest
shows.
Disney shows.
Nickelodeon.
How dare I?
Yeah, how dare I? Not the right empire.
He did the biggest Nickelodeon shows. Pretty much.
the live action ones,
excluding like SpongeBob.
Yeah, he didn't do any cartoons, I don't believe, but he did all the live action ones, and they all have a similar sense of humor. Like, you can definitely tell they come from the same place. It feels like they're all in the same world, you know. Right.
But they're great shows. They were great shows.
Great shows, dude. And so recently,
but he's been recently let go.
Nickelodeon has dropped off Dan Schneider, creator of iCarly. We didn't mention iCarly and other hit shows. And so they haven't really came out with why the actual Nickelodeon. They didn't say. They've agreed to not extend his current deal, basically.
I think he's claimed that he was pursuing other stuff, which people always say they're pursuing other endeavors or whatever. But his last few shows have really just
tanked.
Sucked a lot.
He's done a show called Game Shakers and a show called Henry Danger, his last two, and they
were good.
Obviously, me and Joel are both too old to be watching Nickelodeon, so I can't say that they're bad because I'm not a kid anymore.
But I used to watch Victorious.
Yeah,
I still watch reruns of Victorious.
I still watch Drake and Josh, and it's funny now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But I'm just talking about this more current stuff. Like Victorious was the last good show he had.
Yeah, now it's just it's become too silly. The last couple he's made, and they're not. I mean, they're not like high school kid shows like the other ones. These are
No.
even younger, and I don't know. Henry Danger's about like a kid superhero or something. It's just
Right.
It's a weird like lame concept. All of those shows are much more realistic, I guess. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that I see is Dan and Nickelodeon both are maintaining it's just a mutual decision. Like it was just the right time for them to split. But there's actually a little bit of conspiracy in here.
A little controversy, yeah.
A little bit of controversy that's going around the internets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that this man has a foot fetish. And
Yeah.
has done some inappropriate, not really inappropriate, not like touching young girls or anything like that, but just weird, like, fetishy stuff that's just kind of off for a grown man to be making child actors do. It's just a little bit odd.
There is actually a note that says on the website I'm reading that he has existed under a cloud of suspicion throughout much of his time at Nickelodeon, particularly over his relationships with his show's younger stars. So, like, I don't think anything's been proven. No kids have come out and said, like, Dan did this, but...
And if he had, it seems like somebody by this point would have.
Yeah.
Because he's had such a long career.
And especially with the whole thing now with these people coming out, and it's like...
Yeah, the Me Too movement, yeah.
Right. You'd think they would have came out because, I mean, everybody's doing it. So
right.
They can, like, kind of bind together if something had happened. I don't... People say, too, because, you know, Amanda Bynes is so screwed up now that he possibly had something to do with, like, why she's, like, so odd and, like, off.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing.
But, it's less about anything sexual and more about the feet. People are more focused on his obsession with feet than anything else. There are some other, like, hints of things, but the feet is the biggest thing, is how he has used basically young, mostly girls' feet in, like,
tons of shows.
Every show and multiple scenes and shows.
Well, there's an episode of Victorious where the female characters spend basically the entire show shoeless, which, I mean, granted, isn't like the weirdest plot, but the whole episode is revolved around their feet.
Yeah.
Because they, like, get them cleaned by these weird fish or something and get some kind of disease in their feet, and the whole episode is based around their feet. Like, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, and when this came out, when the whole Dan Schneider thing with feet came out, when I thought about it, I was like, wow, I just remember, like, so much from, like, iCarly and these shows where they did have their feet out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't even have to look it up, and like when somebody said that, I was like, I do remember a lot of, like, weird, like, jokes about, like, people clipping toenails and people doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it all kind of, like, rushed back to me where I was like, you're right. Like, there was a lot of weird feet stuff.
Yeah, I guess you could say that this conspiracy has some legs to it.
Oh no!
I've been holding that joke for like 4 minutes.
You've been holding that one between your toes, huh?
Nah, that was a reach.
Okay. That was a step in the right direction.
You really nailed that joke.
Oh, okay. Toenails.
Yeah, like toenails.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, nails? I don't think you got it. There's actually a clip of Dan Schneider in a hot tub with Amanda Bynes. Did you see that?
No.
Well, it's not like a pervy thing, but he's sitting in it like fully clothed for some like weird segment in her Amanda show where she like interviewed people in a hot tub.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
So I mean, like, I don't think it's as bad, but people were framing it bad, but it was actually like a part of the show. But he looked creepy, like sitting beside her and like putting his arm around her and stuff. If you look up pictures of him on like Google, like he's all on these kids. Like he's got hands all over them. It's kind of weird, but then it's like maybe they just have like a really
you have such a close
relationship.
you have a close working relationship with them. It's like you grow attached to these people. It's just like anybody else you grow attached to. It's not necessarily in that way. I can't say that, you know? Like, you're not allowed to hug your kid because it's pervy or something?
Yeah. Like, the thing about the Dan Schneider thing, too, with him being worse than a foot fetish guy is that on Reddit, people have really blown it up as him being like a pedophile as a joke. And then I think the joke just became more and more real. And now people are actually believing it because it does set itself up for a guy that runs a lot of kids' TV shows to be a pervert.
Yeah.
I mean, it frames itself really badly. If you see a picture of him and it's like, oh, wow, he did all these kids
I'm
shows.
not trying to bash the guy. I'm not saying this. Don't sue me, Dan Schneider. Please sponsor our podcast. But
Please.
He looks a bit pedo. Like, he just looks like he's an over-friendly guy, like, just weird enough that he might be.
Isn't it funny about pedophiles that well, nothing's funny about pedophilia. That's not,
where's this going?
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying about the word itself, pedophile. It's like pedo is like about feet, like a pedicure, and he's a pedophile.
Is that what pedo means?
But pedo
child.
is like, but what about peda? That's feet.
That's pedicure. Yeah, you're right. I get it.
I don't
That's
know. You know,
interesting.
I'm trying to. Yeah,
You're tying me in.
maybe pedophiles started with feet. You know, that's the first step. I didn't even mean that one.
Okay, let's knuckle down and get back to this, shall we?
Knuckle.
Like, you have knuckles on your toes.
Oh, that's weird. But yeah, anyways,
okay, speaking of-
Nickelodeon has ended his relationship, man.
Okay, I got
Not
one more
good.
thing to say about this. Speaking of the not pedophile, the pedicure, he has a picture on. This is an actual picture he posted on Facebook. He's taken it down since.
Uh-oh.
But this is a tweet that links to the Facebook post, and it says, "Pick!" exclamation point. This toe belongs to one of the stars of one of my shows. Whose toe is this? And then it's a Facebook link, and somebody screen capped it and was like, said, "How old is this actress?" This is like recently. This is like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
The picture is literally of just this actress's foot and a big, mostly her big toe, and it's got this like flower thing on it. And the caption is, "Whose toe is that? Tweet me at Dan Warp," which is his Insta or Twitter, and it's got a big arrow pointing to it. It's like, why would anybody ever post that about anything? It's so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think the guy's a perv. I just think he's like really into feet.
But that's kind of
It's weird, I guess.
because it's
but-
kid girls. Like,
it's young
female
feet.
children.
He doesn't like. He's not into old feet. I think it'd be funny if like one of the kids is like, "Dan, can I take a picture on your phone?" He's like, "No," and they open their photos. It's like every single toe of every actress on the show.
Oh.
Like, individual toes. Like he has pictures.
He's
of.
got it archived by left and right feet.
It's like, what's this album called? Toes I like. What is this? Don't look at that. Did you actually? Oh, speaking of something that's kind of weird about the toe thing, Dan Schneider, he did a show called Sam and Cat, which is like a spinoff of iCarly and Victorious with the two characters. Well, on their Twitter account, on Sam and Cat, have you seen this? What I'm talking about? Oh, Sam and Cat had tweeted something out, and it was like, "Everybody send us a picture of your feet with something written on the bottom of it, and like we'll pick one to like share," or something like that.
What the heck?
It was like, "We'll be retweeting your feet." And so it was
Okay.
like, yeah, I was like, what the heck? You can
That's
look that
a little
up.
bit creepier than I thought this was actually gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, you can look that up. It's legit. Like they were like, send us pictures of your feet with like whatever written on the bottom of it, and we'll retweet you, and so we'll be sharing these pictures. Like,
Okay,
I
that's
bet
weird.
I bet Dan Snyder's behind it, just like, "Moo, ha 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 ha." I figured it out. I figured
figured it
out.
out.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird.
His favorite song is "This Little Piggy Goes to Market." This little piggy goes home.
He's got that on just like repeat on his iPod, just playing at
Oh,
all
dude!
times.
Oh my gosh!
This little, he's got like trap remixes. This little piggy went up. Yeah, it's like, I really love, my favorite story growing up is Three Little Pigs. I love eating bacon. Wait, that has nothing to do with toes. This doesn't have anything to do with toes anymore. That's why he's so big. It just all goes back. It all goes back to childhood obesity, guys.
I think that little piggy had roast beef.
What? What?
That's part of the little piggy thing. And I was, because he's big. He's a big dude.
That little piggy had roast beef. Maybe we should name the podcast episode "That Little Piggy Had Roast Beef." That's a little long though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. No, I mean it's not funny that he's a pedo, but that part is funny. Okay, he's not a pedo. He's a petty guy. He's a peda guy.
He's a pedophile, not a pedophile.
Oh, like a pedophile, like you file your toe with. Oh,
he's a foot filer.
Dude, can we name it though? Dan Schneider is a petty file. File.
Yes, we can absolutely do that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys. But seriously, I hope he maybe can rekindle some relationship or with.
I hope
somebody.
he can get his life straightened out and maybe retire the feet.
I hope he can get some socks for his cast and give him some shoes and stop making him act with no shoes on. He's like, it's just my rule. No shoes during rehearsals. Set. Yeah. If you guys show up to my house, I take the shoes off, on the doorstep. Also socks.
Take shoes, socks, everything.
Everything.
Not literally everything, just shoes and socks. You don't have to take off your clothes.
No shoes, no socks. We ain't got no problems.
No service. No shoes, no socks. Wait, no shoes,
no socks, no service, no cries for help. You can't get out of here.
Jeez. He's got him tied up in the basement playing with Play-Doh. It's like, why do you have all these toe pictures and Play-Doh?
You ever put your big toe in a big vat of Play-Doh?
He's taking molds of their feet in Play-Doh. That's what he has all the Play-Doh for.
It's like, you want to try it? Feels cool.
Anyway, with that, everybody, welcome back to episode number 16 of the Butthole Town podcast. It's over.
Don't forget to wipe. Don't forget to not do drugs. And don't forget, if Dan Schneider's over, remember, just throw on a pair of socks because the guy, he isn't going to be talking to you. He's not going to be looking you in the eye. Okay? Eyes up here, fella. Get your eyes off my toes, Dan.
All right. Anyway.